Hey, what's going on, everyone? Happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. A lot of crazy stuff going on with March Madness. Tons of upsets. Upsets all over the board. Everyone's brackets busted. Super exciting. And we got 8 games on this Monday night slate. And should be a really good one. A lot of exciting matchups. A lot of underdogs in here. Before we get started, go ahead and like and subscribe, support the channel. You guys have been killing it. And yeah, we're going to get right into it. First matchup, we have the Oregon Ducks versus the Iowa Hawkeyes. Oregon 20-6, 14-12 against the spread. Iowa 22-8, 15-14-1 against the spread. Iowa opening up as 5.5 point favorites with the over-under at 147.5. Last 10 games for Oregon, 8-2 in their last 10. Iowa's 8-2 in their last 10 as well. Oregon coming off that 75-64 win over Oregon State. Iowa coming off the Grand Canyon win, 86-74. Oregon 5-1 against the spread in their last 6. Iowa, 5-1 in their last 6 games. It's tournament time, I like the better team here in Iowa and Luka Garza. I like the small 5.5 point spread. Look for it to be close, though. I mean, the way the underdogs have been going out, taking off the top dogs, who knows what's going to happen here. But I do like Iowa, and, I like the under 147.5. Next matchup, we have the Oklahoma Sooners versus the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Oklahoma 16-10, 13-12-1 against the spread. Gonzaga 27-0, 13-12-2 against the spread. Gonzaga opening up as 14.5 point favorites with the over-under at 154.5. Last 10 games for Oklahoma, 5-5 in their last 10. Gonzaga 10-0 in their last 10. Oklahoma coming off a Missouri win in the first round, 72-68. Gonzaga coming off a 98-55 win over Norfolk State in their opening round. Oklahoma 1-7 against the spread in their last 8. Gonzaga, 20-game winning streak. I mean, not much to say about Gonzaga. The best team in the country for a reason, 27-0. I think this will be the first test for Gonzaga, though. Playing a pretty good Oklahoma team. Not the best, but definitely a respectable team here. I think Oklahoma gives them a good test here, and I think they hang around. Plus 14.5. I like Oklahoma plus 14.5 here. Look for it to be college basketball has been crazy so far in the tournament. I like Oklahoma to hang around in this one. I also like the over at 154.5 as well. Next matchup, we have the Abiline Christian Wildcats versus the UCLA Bruins. Abiline Christian 24-4, 17-6 against the spread. UCLA 19-9, 14-14 against the spread. UCLA opening up as 4.5 point favorites with the over-under at 133.5. Last 10 games for Abiline, 9-1 in their last 10. UCLA 6-4 in their last 10. Abiline coming off a crazy win over Texas, 53-52. I don't think anyone really saw that coming. UCLA beating BYU 73-62. Abiline Christian 5-0 against the spread in their last 5. UCLA 5-11 against the spread in their last 16. I'll roll with the underdog in this one. I like Abiline Christian plus 4.5. Better record than UCLA. I know they don't play the teams that they do, but Abiline Christian proved a lot against that win for Texas, and UCLA needs to watch out. I like Abiline plus 4.5. I like the over 133.5 as well. I do like Abiline Christian winning money line as well. I really do. Next matchup, we have the Ohio Bobcats versus the Creighton Blue Jays. Ohio 17-7, 15-8 against the spread. Creighton 21-8, 13-16 against the spread. Creighton opening up as 5.5 point favorites with the over-under at 149. Last 10 games for Ohio, 9-1 in their last 10. Creighton 7-3 in their last 10. Ohio coming off a huge win in their first round against Virginia, 62-58. Creighton coming off a 1-point win over UCSB. Ohio 10-1 against the spread in their last 11. Creighton just, 4-1 in their last 5. They're 11-4 in their last 15. I do like, I like Ohio plus 5.5. Creighton's just been playing down to their competition. God, all season. They got a good record, but they've had some bad losses, and they should have beat that UCSB team yesterday by a lot. So, 5.5 points I think is too much here. Give me Ohio plus 5.5, and I like the under 149 as well. Next matchup, we have the LSU Tigers versus the Michigan Wolverines. LSU 19-9, 15-13 against the spread. Michigan 21-4, 17-8 against the spread. Michigan opening up as 5.5 point favorites with the over-under at 149.5. Last 10 games for LSU, 7-3 in their last 10. Michigan 7-3 in their last 10 as well. LSU coming off their first round win against St. Bonaventure, 76-61. Michigan coming off their first round win against Texas Southern, 82-66. LSU currently 6-0 against the spread in their last 6. Michigan 13-6 against the spread in their last 19. I think this is going to be another battle and another test for Michigan. LSU's been playing really good basketball towards the end of the season. I like Michigan money line here, but LSU plus 5.5 is a really attractive line. So I'm going to roll with LSU plus 5.5 over and the over 149.5. I've just been noticing the trend. All the underdogs have just been outperforming their expectations, especially with the spread for the most part. Next matchup, we had the Colorado Buffaloes versus the Florida State Seminoles. Colorado 23-8, 18-13 against the spread. Florida State 17-6, 11-10-2 against the spread. FSU opening up as 1.5 point favorites with the over-under at 140.5. Last 10 games for Colorado, 7-3 in their last 10. Florida State 7-3 in their last 10 as well. Colorado coming off a huge win over Georgetown in their opening round, 96-73. FSU coming off a 64-54 win over UNCG last game. Colorado 5-2 against the spread in their last 7. 7-1 in their last 8 games. Florida State 1-4-1 against the spread in their last 6. It's going to be another battle here. FSU is favorites here. Colorado coming off a crazy shooting performance last game. I think it's going to be a super tight one here between two really great teams. Give me Colorado plus 1.5. Should be a super thrilling close game. And I like the over as well. Next matchup, we have the Maryland Terrapins versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. Maryland 17-13, 13-16 against the spread. Bama 25-6, 17-13-1 against the spread. Bama opening up as 5.5 point favorites with the over-under at 138.5. Last 10 games for Maryland, 7-3 in their last 10. Bama 9-1 in their last 10. Maryland coming off a win in their first round against UConn, 63-54. Bama coming off their first round win against Iona, 68-59. Bama 4-2 against the spread in their last 6. Maryland, pretty good team. They snuck it. They kind of snuck in here. Not the best record, 17-13. Bama's been playing really awesome basketball season long. I'm rolling with Bama minus 5.5, and I like the over as well. Last matchup of the night, we have the USC Trojans versus the Kansas Jayhawks. USC 23-7, 17-13 against the spread. Kansas 21-8, 14-13-1 against the spread. USC opening up as 1 point favorites with the over-under at 134.5. Last 10 games for USC, 6-4 in their last 10. Kansas 9-1 in their last 10. USC coming off their opening tournament win against Drake, 72-56. Kansas coming off their win against Eastern Washington, 93-84. USC 2-5 against the spread in their last 7. They're 0-6 in their last 6 meetings against Kansas. Kansas 7-2-1 against the spread in their last 10. I've been kind of following USC all season. I think they're more talented with the Mobley brothers, and give me USC minus 1 in the very small spread. Should be a battle, so I could see you leaning either side here. Give me USC minus 1, and I like the over 134.5. that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Support the channel. Good luck with your March Madness picks. Hope you have a great betting day on Monday, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good one, everyone.